I'm Mia.
I'm Audrey. And I'm Kyle.
And we're here to educate you about orcas. We'll be telling you facts about this majestic creature. The facts will include critical information about the orcas, such as their life in the Anthropocene and how they meet their needs, with occasional appearances by Ollie. But before you learn that, you need to know some important concrete information about the orca. The orca, scientifically known as the Orcinus orca, thrives and hunts in pods. Pods, like families, consist of 10 to 20 whales. Most of the orcas in a pod are related. Pod members range very widely in age. Older females lead the pods and are mothers and grandmothers of many orcas in a pod. Some pods are related. You see, when a mother orca has a calf, the baby has a different father in a different pod. Newborn orcas weigh about 400 pounds. Young orcas stay very close to their mothers. Mother orcas teach them to do everything, and literally everything. They teach their young to play, talk, hunt, and swim. Orcas make many different noises to communicate. Some noises are clicks, whistles, squeaks, and pops. Each pod has their own set of noises. Calves imitate the adult orca's noises until they can speak on their own. Orcas can do tricks by breaching. Breaching means flipping. They often breach to impress other members of their pods or populations. Orcas breathe out of blowholes. Blowholes are holes on the top of orcas' heads. They use them to breathe when they go above water. You see, orcas can't breathe underwater because they're mammals. Did you know that orca is the largest member of the dolphin family? Since they cannot breathe underwater, every 15 minutes they must come up for another breath of air.
Hello again, I'm Kyle, in case you forgot, and I'm going to tell you about how orcas get what they need. Orcas hunt for food. They usually split up so that they cover more area. This way they get more food. An orca calf drinks milk from its mother until it is 3 years old. Well, that's all the info we have on their needs.
Now we are going to learn about the topic of orcas in the outer world. Not just scouting oceans and spy-hopping seals, but how they interact with us in the Anthropocene. What is the Anthropocene, you may be nagging? Well, scientists have defined our part on Earth by a name. You guessed it, the Anthropocene, literally meaning the era of humans. We are going to uncover the interactions between orcas and humans. Some humans may even go as far as hurt the majestic orca. Coming back to the root of the problem lies under the sea with the fish. If you're a fisherman, of course you'd like to catch as many fish as possible. But you cannot overfish without affecting multiple species, and unfortunately the orca whale is one of those species. Many orcas eat salmon. Some orcas eat the Chinook salmon, mostly in the south. Unfortunately, the Chinook species is endangered. This gives our orca friends a tiny problem. And by tiny problem, I mean 65% of an orca's diet in the south is salmon, so not really that tiny anymore. But our shenanigans don't end here. We go as far to capture orcas for our own entertainment. They are forced to swim around in a confined area just to be flashed at with cameras and stared down. I wouldn't exactly conclude it's safe for killer whales in the wild either. Abandoned marine waste piles can get orcas in a lot of trouble they don't want to be in. Shiny bottles and trash in the ocean can also catch an orca straying too far from the pod's attention. Us humans sure can be cruel, and there's even more. Many chemicals put into the ocean blue can trigger reproductive difficulties in orca, which mean we provide simply uncomfortable change. Speaking of change, knock knock, who's there? It's climate change, infecting the seas and giving the orca more than a few problems.